Hey guys, it's Xaoslegend again. I'm gonna do one or two standard two-mans. I've been wanting to move on to another deck because, in Constructed, like, my favorite thing is just building lots of random decks and seeing what I can do with them. I think that's what most people like. Nobody likes just kind of playing the same thing over and over again. But I have another deck concept that I think could work really well in the format. But I want to give this one a little more of a run, because I spent some good money on it, and I still think it's a really good deck, and that other deck may not even work out very well. So this one's been still doing just fine for me in the queues. It's pretty straightforward if some people aren't really considering this kind of approach. A couple of things that I've changed. Let's see, from the first video I did, I don't have the Welkin turns anymore. I have 3 divinations now. I think the card advantage is important in a lot of matchups. I threw in a couple fireballs, which have been pretty good. A lot of games I just want a high damage source while they're tapped out to kill them. It's just utility card, kills the 1 toughness guys for 2. When you need to do it in late game, you can kill a planeswalker if you need to, or you can just kill them. I took out the Sphinx of Lost Truths and just put in 3 Siege Gang commanders, because almost every time that I have the Lost Truths in hand, I want a Siege Gang commander instead. It makes the Spreading Seas and Ruin Blasters worse, though, because I can't ditch them to the discard effect, but they're usually fine anyway. Double negatives, 3 main now, so it's a little more streamlined. The sideboard is a little more thought out. I'm pre-boarded against Jund, so I don't have the flash freezes here. I'd rather board in Swerve against Jund than flash freeze usually. It's just really good against them. They try and lightning you, you stone them. Lightning bolt, you own them. Pulse, you own them. So a lot of good targets for it. Let's see, against the control decks that I've seen pretty often, I want to board in Goblin Assault, and if I suspect they're going to board in or have main Baneslayer, then I could put in the mind controls. But Goblin Assault's really hard for them to deal with if they don't counter it. A lot of decks have no answer to it, other than just trying to race you. So, it winds up being pretty good against Burn, which is really common online, so I think you need to dedicate a lot of your sideboard to it. I'm pretty good. I've got 3 Relic of Progenitus, 3 Dragon Claw, and 3 Swerve, and Swerve's insane against them, and Dragon Claw is solid, and Relic is solid. So I can board those 9 in and take out, Spreading Seas, Ruin Blaster, Fireball. That's a little slow. And against the good stuff decks, I can board in the mind controls, depending on what they're running. Mind control winds up being pretty good. Against mono black, well, mono black I usually do just fine anyway, so I just kind of counter what's important and burn them out. So I can board in the mind controls against mono black too. It's actually really good against them. Probably wouldn't board in Swerve. Goblin Assault, probably not. Although it depends on the version they're running. If they're running like an attrition version, like a long game control deck, the assaults are actually pretty solid against them. With Gatekeeper becoming basically a non-viable card and keeps your Jawara Isle alive. And that's it. So let's join a queue and see how it goes. Hopefully we can win. Alright, so here's hoping. I think I won my last 3. Well, no, I won 2 out of my last 3. So let's see how it goes. Alright, Shoop the Whoop is our opponent. Certainly want to play first. Yeah, that's a terrible hand. so I'm definitely going to mulligan that. But we've got our spreading and divination to recover with this hand, so that's fine. So, keep it. Turn 1, probably just going to drop the Scalding in case we need to bolt something. Alright, so he's playing mono red. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see, probably just going to spreading his land next turn. So I might as well sack this for a red. Of course I could just Terramorphic here. It's probably a better move. Yeah, I'll Terramorphic. I'd rather divination than spreading right now. Okay, so here we're just gonna bolt this dude. Get another blue. And hope not to get owned. Ruin Blaster will be a good blocker. That's not good. So this is why we dedicate so many slots against this deck. Geopede's actually really good against him. Just owns Ball Lightning, he has to Lightning Bolt it. So I could spreading him and drop the Geopede, or I could just take out a land. I think I'm just going to take out a land. And then just leave the Ruin Blaster back. A lot of these guys have trample though. Maybe the Geopede is better, huh? He doesn't really have any amazingly good 4-drops. So yeah, let's do that. And then I'll Ruin Blaster him next turn. Alright, Hell Thunder. So yeah, that's pretty bad. But at least his Hellspark doesn't do anything to us now. Not going to attack with that guy. I guess we'll Ponder here and then Ruin Blaster. Oh, why did I spreading that land? That was stupid, huh? Okay. Well, the Terramorphic allows us to get rid of C4. It's got a pretty good hand against us right now. Okay, yeah. Note to self, don't spreading C's non-basics in the first game against monocolor decks. Okay, so